Okay, this is a counter move against a punch. When the opponent throws a 1-2 punch, push block both, and the last one goes directly into a punch. Now this is pulling block. Pull in your opponent's punch and go directly into a strike. To demonstrate, we will take this slowly. Pull in your opponent's punch to throw his balance off, and then strike. Now at full speed. Next is a sweep block. Sweep your opponent's punch, then kick. We will take this slowly. Hold your opponent's arm, sweep, and lock, then throw a knee. Now at full speed. Okay, the next move is an elbow block. Block, and then go directly into a spinning strike. Now, I'll demonstrate this slowly. With the same timing as your block, shift your foot into a spinning move and strike. Now at full speed. When your opponent throws a body blow, block, and with the same hand, back fist. Okay, one more time. I will take this slowly. Block with the same arm, back fist strike. Now faster. This is a counter move against a body blow. Sweep the front leg and throw a knee kick. Okay, now I will take this slowly. The opponent throws a body blow. Sweep block. Simultaneously sweep the front leg. When the head is lowered, knee kick. Sweep and knee. Now at full speed. Next move is a counter against a hook using an elbow block. Block and strike. Okay, now we will take this slowly. When your opponent throws a hook, raise your elbow to block, and using the same elbow, strike. One more time. Now at full speed. Now this move is an elbow block against a hook punch. This time, after blocking with the hook, counter with the headbutt. Block with your elbow and simultaneously headbutt. Okay, this move is a counter against a hook combination. Block with your elbow, headbutt, leg sweep, and then stomp. Okay, now I will demonstrate this slowly. Block with your elbow and simultaneously headbutt to stun your opponent, then leg sweep and into a final stomp. Okay, now at full speed. Okay, now this move is a block against a front kick. It's a sweep block. When the opponent throws in a front kick, block, and counter with a kick. One more time. Sweep block, counter with a kick. Okay, now let's take this slowly. Control your opponent's kick with a sweep block and kick, also with the opposite leg. One more time. Control your opponent's kick with the sweep block and kick, also with the opposite leg. Now at full speed. Okay, now it's sweep block against front kick. After the sweep block, go directly into a leg sweep. One more time. After sweep block, go directly into a leg sweep. Okay, now I will demonstrate this slowly. When your opponent throws the kick, sweep block, and now when your opponent is on one leg, sweep his leg. One more time, low kick. Now at full speed. Now this move is a counter against a high kick. When your opponent throws a high kick, block it and go directly into a low kick. One more time, low kick. Now let's take this slowly. When your opponent throws a high kick, block it. Then when your opponent's leg is about to touch the ground, that's when you throw the low kick. This is the timing that's most effective. You can also use a middle kick or high kick. Now at full speed. Next move is a counter move against a high kick. When your opponent throws a high kick, sweep block and counter with a punch or multiple punches. One more time. Sweep and punch. Okay, now let's take this slow. Use the sweep block to control the opponent's kick, then punch the side of the torso. One more time. Use the sweep block to control the opponent's kick and punch. Now at full speed. Next is a counter against a low kick. When your opponent throws a low kick, counter with a punch. Again, counter with a punch. Okay, now let's take this slowly. When your opponent opens up, as he throws a kick, punch. Use full swing when punching. Now at full speed. Okay, this move is a counter against a low kick. Okay, now let's break this down slowly. When the opponent throws a kick, block by raising your shin toward the kick. When you block the kick, go directly into a counter kick. Now at full speed. This move is a defensive footwork against a low kick. Now let's take this slowly. When the opponent throws a kick, shift your leg back and use the same leg to counter kick. Shift back and kick. Now at full speed. Now this move is footwork against a low kick. When the opponent kicks, pull the leg back and counter immediately with a combination kick. One more time. When the opponent throws a kick, pull your leg back, counter immediately with a high kick. Okay, again, I will take this slowly. Kick, and then go directly into an opposite kick. Next move is a footwork against an inside low kick. When your opponent kicks, pull back and immediately go into a side kick. Now let's take this slowly. Pull your leg back, and when your opponent is off balance, side kick. Now at full speed. This is a footwork against inside low kick. When your opponent throws an inside low kick, switch and kick. One more time. Okay, now slowly. Pull your leg back, then with the same leg, front kick. One more time. All right, now faster. Okay, now next is the counter against low kick using front kick. Now let's take this slowly to demonstrate. When your opponent throws a low kick, counter with a front kick. Time it so it's simultaneous with the opponent's kick. Now at full speed. Okay, next is a counter kick move against an inside low kick. When your opponent throws an inside low kick, simultaneously throw a high kick. Now let's take this slowly. When the opponent throws an inside low kick, counter with a high kick with no pre-motion. No pre-motion is very important. Now faster. Okay, next is footwork against a middle kick. Sidestep and punch. Again, sidestep and punch. Now slowly. When your opponent throws a kick, sidestep and punch up into his body. Step to the side and punch up into his body. Okay, next is a footwork against a middle kick. When your opponent throws a middle kick, sidestep, grab his leg from the top, and knee kick. One more time. When your opponent throws the middle kick, sidestep, grab his leg from the top, and knee kick. Now slowly. The sidestep will reduce the impact of your opponent's kick, then hold him down and knee kick. Now one more time. Sidestep, grab his leg from the top, and knee kick. Now faster. This move is a footwork against a middle roundhouse kick. When your opponent throws a kick, sidestep and go directly into an inside low kick. Again, sidestep and then go directly into an inside low kick. Now slowly. Sidestep and go directly into an inside low kick. Okay, now faster. Now this is a counter move against a back kick. When the opponent throws a back kick, take a step back, then from there, counter with a double kick. One more time. Again, step back to avoid the kick, and into a double kick. Now we will take this slowly. Step back, then a double kick starting with a feint front kick, and into a roundhouse kick. One more time. And step back, Feint front kick and into a back kick. Now at full speed. Okay, next is a counter move against a back kick. When your opponent throws a side kick, avoid it with sidestepping, then into a roundhouse kick. One more time. Again, evade the opponent's kick with a sidestep and into a roundhouse kick. Now, I will take this slowly. First, take a sidestep. Then, throw a roundhouse high kick from his back. One more time. Take a sidestep and a roundhouse kick from behind. Now at full speed. Okay, now this is a counter move against a back kick. When your opponent throws a back kick, stop him with your front leg and then kick. One more time. Stop him, then kick. Okay, let's take this slowly. When your opponent throws the back kick, stop his movement and kick. One more time. Stop him and kick. Okay, now at full speed. Now this drill is for front kick practice. The key to this drill is to keep your knee high. If your knee is high, you can go into a high kick or a middle kick. Don't push. Imagine stabbing it with your knee. This drill helps practice the low kick. Take your position. The point to this drill is to swing your kick from a high position. Make sure you use your shin to make contact. Now let me show you. This is great practice for low kicks, striking it fast from both sides. This is a training drill to practice your roundhouse kick. Keep your knee high. This is important to keep in mind. Okay, now opposite side. When using the front leg, avoid pre-motion. Just go into the kick without any pre-motion. This drill is for back kick practice. Take your position. Keep your knees high and kick. This is a training drill for an axe kick. Raise your leg as high as you can and drop your heel into it. One more time. Okay, next we're going to do balance training. Take your position, raise your knee high, and keep its position. Slowly, go through the front kick motion. Keep your body under control. Keep your concentration. Now once you have your form down, do it faster.
足を上げて早く早く早くはい、いいですね。OK。
This drill is for balance training and speed. Take your position. Go through your kick slowly.
そしてゆっくり蹴る。前蹴り、
Front kick,
横蹴り、
side kick,
掛け蹴り、
hook kick,
回し蹴り、
and roundhouse
はい、
kick.
もう一回いきます。はい。
Raise your leg. Keep your knee in the same height. Front kick, side kick, hook kick, and roundhouse kick.
これで形が決まってきたら早くやってみましょう。
Once you have the form down, do it faster. Front kick, side kick, hook kick, roundhouse kick.
はい、いいですね。
This drill is for training in balance for your roundhouse
回
kick.
し蹴りで行っています。はい、構えて
Raise your leg and keep your knee at the same height. Slowly do a roundhouse kick.
回し蹴り、そうですね。はい、コントロールしながら回し蹴り。はい、もう一回回し蹴り。はい、いいですよ。はい、形が決まってきたら
Once you have the form down,
はい、これも早く
do it faster. Raise your knee and do it faster.
早く。はい、いいですね。OK。
Okay, I will explain what a vertical kick is.
はい、まず普通の回し蹴りから。
In regular roundhouse kick, you kick from the side.
ここから
One more.
蹴ります。
You kick from the side.
もう一回。
In vertical kick, you kick from high to low.
はい、足をかい込んで
You
上
kick
から
down vertically.
蹴り下ろす。はい、蹴り下ろす。
By kicking from above, this makes it very difficult for your opponent to block. This is a kick training exercise using a ping pong ball. This training is used to develop timing, accuracy, and speed for your kick.
スピードをつけるためのトレーニングです。
This is a practice for reaction for combination attacks.
はい、今度はコンビネーション。
Bow to each other. Take your position. Begin.
はい、じゃあ構えて。はい、始め。はい。
Practicing this drill to actual competition will help your body remember the moves. React as soon as possible.
はい。はい。はい、いいですよ。
This drill is to practice your reaction to the axe kick.
アックスキック。
Bow to each other. Take your position.
構えて。
Begin.
はい、始め。はい。はい。
It's important to counter as soon as you dodge the opponent. React as soon as possible.
はい。 はい。
This is practice for reaction time to a back kick. Bow to each other. Take your position. Begin.
はい、始め。
Counter as soon as you dodge the opponent.
数回。数回。はい、やる。
This drill is a practice for reaction to the roundhouse kick.
構えて。
Use high roundhouse kicks. Begin.
はい、始め。
Do these moves similar to actual competition. Block and counter. Keep your body balanced. Set your vision.
目線を決めて。はい、いいですね。
This drill is to practice your reaction to the spinning back kick. Bow to each other. Take your position. Begin.
はい、始め。
React as soon as possible.
はい、や。
This is a training drill while keeping actual competition in mind. Make sure your opponent wears protective gear and train this technique as if you're going to use it in a competition.
おっす。おっす。いい構え。
Now this conditioning, this is training for strengthening your toes. Place your feet shoulder width apart and put your weight forward. Use your big toe and crawl. In any kick, the base of the leg is very important. Toes are very important for kicks. As you can see, this training will help strengthen them. Okay, next I'm going to show you a bad example of how not to do it. As you can see, he is not putting his weight forward and he is doing it 1 foot at a time. This is not good. The reason why this is a bad example, because it is too easy. It will not strengthen your toes or strengthen your kicks. Okay, next we will raise one leg and do this one leg only. Use only your toes and go forward, forward, forward.
前。そうですね。
This conditioning practice is actually very close to movement to the actual kick. Raise your leg high. With the base leg, use your toe strength and turn. Use your toes and turn. Again, this practice is very close to movement to the actual kick. One more time. Raise your leg high, use your big toe, and turn.
これを何回も練習します。
This conditioning is called spider crawl. This practice is great for warm-ups. Take your position.
じゃあ構えて。
Try and go down as low as possible. That's good. This will help strengthen your core muscles.
体幹を強くね。体幹が強くなってきます。はい、意識して。
Now backwards.
あります。はい、OK です。
Okay, next is training using a hammer.
またトレーニングをします。はい、構えて。
Take your position.
はい、これはパンチ。
This exercise will help increase your punch strength.
はい、上から振り下ろす。
Swing from the top, using your entire body. This will help strengthen your core muscles.
そうですね、握力をつける。
This will strengthen your grip. Do not use just your arms. Make sure you use your entire body.
はい、いいですよ。
You should set time aside for this practice. 2 or 3 minutes. This is an excellent way to gain stamina. Bow to each other, take position, begin.
はい、実際これは2分間、3分間時間を決めて行います。スタミナをつけるには最適な稽古だと思います。
Okay, first, it's front and back leg splits. Spread your legs, go sideways. Now this stretching will help increase the angle on the movement of your kicks. You will be able to kick higher.
ストレッチです。蹴りに高さをつけるためですね。はい、前に。はい、じゃあ今度は逆正座。
Okay, next is the reverse seiza.
はい、これは回し蹴りの角度をつけるためのストレッチです。はい、さらに。
Closing your legs during this stretch further enhances the angle of your kicks. Now begin to bend forward. Okay, next is a stretch for vertical kick. Take your position. Raise your knee high. This will increase the mobility of your knee joint. It's important to keep your knee high. Do not let it go below your belt. Also, to turn your base leg completely. If your knee is too low, your kick will not reach the opponent's head. So keep your knee above the belt. That's good. Okay, now this is training using a sandbag. This is for increasing your stamina and also strengthening your attacks.
威力をつけるため。それと技の正確さですね。
Feinting has an important purpose. When fighting an inexperienced opponent, you may be able to strike him even without feinting. However, when you're fighting an experienced opponent, you cannot expect your strikes to hit your opponent. It's important to break down your opponent's defense by changing up the rhythm of your attacks. And this is why feinting is so important. The important point of feinting is rhythm. You don't want to use normal rhythm when throwing your strikes. You have to change it up. Instead of 1 and 2, your timing should be 1.5. Another important point is your striking technique. Always use the knuckle of your fist. And also be aware of the angle and the location of your strike. Okay, now we will practice the feinting technique with punches. You start out with the motion of throwing a right punch. Once you have your opponent's attention on your right punch, you strike with your left. Okay, now I'll break this down slowly. First, with a straight or hook punch, draw in your opponent's attention and then punch to the body. Next is a feinting technique with a right punch. First, throw a high punch, then throw a lower punch. Draw in your opponent's attention to the high punch, and then throw your lower punch. Okay, now let's break this down slowly. Draw in your opponent's attention to the high punch, and then throw your lower punch. This next move starts with throwing a feint punch to the body. Okay, I will take this slowly. Throw a punch to the body, and when your opponent's attention is lowered, connect with a punch to the head. Now at full speed. The next technique starts with a left feint punch to the head and goes into a combination to a right body blow. First, throw the punch to the head, drawing in your opponent's attention. Then, go into a combination to the body. Punch from the bottom up into your opponent. Now at full speed. The next technique starts with a left feint punch and combination to a left body blow. Now slowly. Start out with throwing a feint punch to the head. Then from there, combination into a body blow. The next technique is a combination that starts with a left body blow and into a left punch to the upper body. Okay, now slowly. First, throw a punch to the left body. Then when your opponent's attention goes to the lower body, go into a combination to the upper body. In a karate fighting situation, striking the collarbone is very effective. The purpose of using feinting techniques with kicks is the same with punches. Against an experienced opponent, just throwing a kick won't work. You have to change up your rhythm. It's important to keep in mind about the stability of your body's axis. If your axis is not stable, your strikes will not be effective. For the combination, change up your rhythm, not 1 and 2, but 1/2. Also very important, make your feint move as if it's not a feint move and you're really trying to strike. Next is a right kick feint into a kick using the opposite leg. Start with the motion of a right kick. Draw the attention of the right kick, then kick with your opposite leg. Okay, now I'll take it slowly. Right, then left. Keep in mind the rhythm, not 1-2. Do it in 1/2 rhythm. This feint could be used in variations, front kick, or go directly into a high kick. Now faster. Next is a feint technique using the same kick, this time with the right leg. Okay, I'll break this down. Using the kick motion, draw in your opponent's attention to your right leg. Then kick again using the same leg. Using a front kick is also effective, or middle roundhouse kick and high roundhouse kick. Know your distance from your opponent and arrange your kicks. This is a right feint kick technique. You stop the kick in mid-motion and disturb your opponent's rhythm. When you kick, kick down into his leg. You can use this in a variety of kicks. Low kick, or you can also go into a front kick. You can also use this to go into a high kick. Now at full speed. Next technique starts with a left kick feint and combination into a right kick. It's important to change up the rhythm. Don't kick 1 and 2, it's 1 and a half. You can use this in variation. Front kick works well, or you can go directly into a high kick. Now at full speed. Next technique starts with a left low kick and combination into a kick using the same leg. We will take this slowly. Feint with the left low kick, drawing in your opponent's attention. Drop your leg and kick again. Important point here is, you can't just raise your leg. Your opponent is not going to be tricked. You have to go through the motion as if you're really going to kick. You can use this in variation. Front kick, high kick. Now at full speed. Next is a feint using a left kick. Pause in mid-motion and kick. It's important to keep the hip level and not move it up and down. Keep the hip stable. Pause in mid-motion and kick. Now slowly. This could also lead into variations of attacks. Front kick or high kick. The purpose of the double kick is to disturb your opponent's rhythm. It's important to make your first kick strong. If your kick does not have significant power behind it, it's a giveaway that your kick is a feint move. But if you kick with significant force behind it, your opponent will not suspect that it's a feint. Then you can put in the finishing blow. Also, as I mentioned earlier, the stability of your hips is important. Without it, you will not have a stable axis, and your attacks will not be as effective. The first feint kick should be strong but not full power. You need to leave enough power behind it to lead into your final blow. Next technique is a double kick using the right leg. You'll kick twice with your right leg. I'll take this slowly. The first kick should not be full strength. but it's important that it has significant strength behind it. Your opponent, after successfully blocking your first kick, will let his guard down. That's when you throw your second kick, which will be harder for him to block. Keep your knees bent and stable. If you fully rotate your hip on the first kick, you will not be able to kick your second one, so make sure not to fully rotate your hip on your first kick. Also, retrieve your leg fully. Do not lose your momentum and go straight into your second kick. Now at full speed. The next technique is a double kick with your right leg. Kick twice using the same leg. Okay, now slowly. Again, it's important to keep your knees bent and stable. Also, do not fully rotate your hip on your first kick, but kick with significant force behind it. Now at full speed. Next technique starts out with a right low kick and goes into a front kick combination. The important point of this first kick is to put significant force behind it, but not your full force. Then quickly retrieve your leg. It's important not to over-rotate your axis leg. Keep your knees bent and stable, and retrieve your first kick quickly, and then go straight into your second kick. Now this is a double kick using your right leg. It's a back kick into a side double kick combination. I'll break this down slowly. First, throw a back kick with moderate strength. Then retrieve your leg and immediately go into a side kick with full strength. Make sure you make contact with your first back kick. Then when your opponent's guard is down, you go in for your finishing blow. Next is a double kick technique with a left kick, from middle kick combined with a high kick. Again, keep your hips low and stable, and put some force behind the first kick. But remember, do not fully rotate your hips on the first kick. The first kick should be fairly strong, then go into a second kick. The key is to make your opponent not suspect that the first kick is a feint. Now at full speed. The next technique is a double left high kick, a high kick directly into another high kick. Again, the first kick has to be fairly strong, so the opponent does not suspect that it's a feint kick. Then your next kick should make contact. Do not fully rotate your hip on the first kick. This is important. Now at full speed. Next is a left double kick technique, from left low kick to front kick. Again, it's important to put some force into the first kick so that your opponent does not suspect that it's a feint move. Then retrieve your leg quickly and quickly go into your second kick. Now at full speed. For the kick to punch double attack, it's also very important to put some force behind the first punch or kick. Your opponent, who has successfully blocked your first kick, will be relieved about the fact that he was able to block your kick. Then he will let his guard down. That's when you strike him with a punch. Also, another thing to keep in mind is to strike spots that are effective. Don't strike body parts that aren't going to leave damage on your opponent. Go for the liver, solar plexus. Try to be precise with your punches. Next is a double attack combination starting with a right kick and into a right punch. Now slowly. First throw a right kick with some force behind it. Then throw your punch right when your foot hits the ground. Now at full speed. After your opponent successfully blocks your kick, he is relieved and lets his guard down. That's when you punch. You can start this with a high kick or a low kick, or if you are in close range, you can use your knee. You can use body blow punches as well. Now at full speed. Next technique is a left kick to punch double attack combination. The important points are similar to the other techniques. Now slowly. First, throw a roundhouse middle kick with some force behind it. Then as you retrieve your leg, throw your punch. When you kick, you have to pull your arms back, and with the same timing with your feet, touching the ground, throw your punch. You want to punch at the moment your opponent lets his guard down, after successfully blocking the kick. You can start with a high kick. Low kick works as well. If you are in close range, you can use a knee. Now at full speed. The reason why you want to use sidestepping is to not to avert your opponent's attack, but to throw your opponent off balance. When you're fighting someone who's bigger than you, you don't want to fight them straight on. That would be giving them the advantage. By sidestepping, you can throw your opponent's axis off balance. That's how you find openings for your attacks. Next technique is an attack starting from sidestepping. First, take a step to the right. As you sidestep, go directly into the kick. I will take this slowly and explain the important points. Make sure your hips stay low and leveled. Your head should stay leveled as well. Your sidestep motion and your kick motion should flow together. This is very important. I'll do this one more time. Sidestepping and the kick should be a sequence of movements. This technique could be used in variations, into a middle kick, high kick, or front kick. Now at full speed.
High kick.
This is a technique that starts with a right side step and a combination into a left kick. Now slowly. First, take a right step. Then, your left leg starts the step motion but instead goes into a kick. So this attack happens in the motion of sidestepping. This technique could lead into a variation of attacks. Low, middle, high, or front kick could be used. Now at full speed.
High kick.
Next is a right side step into a punch combination. Do a side step to the right, then go directly into a right punch or left punch. Now slowly. First, take a step with your right. You throw your punch as you step, right body blow, in one sequence of motions. Or right side step into a left punch works as well. Now at full speed. Next is a combination starting with a left side step. The side stepping and the kick should be in one continuous sequence of motions. Now slowly. Keep your eye level and your hip level consistent. Don't kick after you've stopped your side step motion. The kick should be a part of one sequence of movements. Now slowly. The kick should be a part of the sequence. This could be used in variations: middle kick, high kick, or front kick. Now at full speed. Next is a left side step into a right kick. Use your right kick as a main attack. I will take this slowly. It's important to keep your hips leveled. Keep your hips leveled, sidestep, and kick. Sidestep and kick in one motion. Sidestep and kick in one motion. This could also be used in variations. High kick or front kick is effective. Low kick works as well. Now at full speed.
Middle kick. High kick.
Next is a left side step and punch combination. You strike as you step. I will take this slowly. It's important to keep your hips leveled. You should strike in the flow of the movement. Liver blow is effective, and also collarbone is effective as well. Now at full speed. The purpose of a jumping kick is to take your opponent off balance. Even if the jumping kick attack is not fully successful, you can at least take your opponent off balance. This will give you an opportunity to make other attacks to finish him. Also, in a competition situation, it will give you positive impressions to the judges and the attendees, so it's definitely worth trying.
印象も必ず良くなると思うんで、ぜひ使ってみてください。おし。
Next is a hopping front kick. Just jump forward and kick using the front leg. The important point is not to have any pre-motion. It will give away your move to your opponent. No pre-motion is very important. Again, no pre-motion. You can kick middle or high. Now at full speed. Next technique is a double kick. Now slowly. Make a feint move using the right leg. Draw your opponent's attention to the right leg. You don't have to jump high. Remember to keep your hips stable. Again, no need to jump high. Stability of your hips is important. Then kick. Then you kick with the opposite leg, the front left leg. Now at full speed. You can also kick high or middle kick. Next is a double kick, starting with a right kick in combination into a left high kick. I will take this slowly. First feint with a front kick, drawing your opponent's attention to it. Then combination into a left high kick, where his guard is down. Now at full speed. You can also kick middle kick, which is also effective. Next technique is a double kick starting with a left feint kick. Let's start. First move is a front kick feint. Raise your front leg and draw the attention of your opponent. Then you kick with your rear leg, a front kick. Again, draw the attention of your opponent to the front kick. Then when his attention is down, kick high with the opposite leg. Middle kick is also effective. Next technique is a double kick, starting with a left front kick and into a right roundhouse kick. Again, draw your attention of your opponent to the front kick. Then when his attention is down, kick high with the opposite leg. Middle kick is also effective. Now at full speed. You can also use this as a counter move. After blocking, go directly into a jumping kick. Again, block and go directly into a jumping kick. Next is a double kick, starting with a right side step. I will take this slowly. As you take a right side step, make a feint move as if you're about to throw a right low kick, then kick using the opposite leg. One more time. Now at full speed. Middle or high kick should work. This should be done in one continuous sequence of movements. Next is a left side step into a double kick. Start with a left side step. Do a feint kick and combine that into a kick with the opposite leg. I will take this slowly. Make sure your hips are stable. The feint move and the kick is all done in one continuous sequence of movements. This should work in a high, middle, or low kick. Kick in the area where the guard is down. Now at full speed. I hope everyone practices the techniques we went through today. At first, they may be difficult, but if you repeat them over and over, eventually they will be yours. If you can master these moves and use them in a sparring situation, your level of performance will go up. So please, try practicing these moves.
皆さん練習してみてください。おっす。礼儀正しく、目上の人を敬い後輩の面倒を見る。帯が上がれば上がるほど謙虚でなくてはならないと教えています。帯が上がったら威張ってしまうような道場もたくさんあるんですけど、うちの道場はそうならないように指導しています。武道は礼に始まり礼に終わる。挨拶するということは神との約束なんです。もう道場来ることも家族の協力とか理解がないと来れません。あと練習相手がいないと、練習相手がいたり先生がいないと空手の練習もできません。一人じゃできませんから、この空手の練習ができることに感謝、そして生きてることに感謝するということだと思います。丹田に意識を集中するために行います。丹田を意識できるようになったら精神を集中できるようになって、どんな状況でも動じることなく自分の力を最大限に発揮できるようになります。自分に自信をなくして生きてることが嫌になって、ビルの屋上から飛び降りて自殺しようと思ったことが何度もありました。当時空手ブームだったんですけど、その中でも極真空手っていうのは映画になったり漫画になったりしてて、本当に強さの象徴みたいな感じだったんです。男なら誰でも憧れるような、存在で、もしそこでチャンピオンになることができたらみんなを見返すことができると思ったのと、苦しいことから逃げるんじゃなくて、もう死んだ気になって立ち向かってみようと思いました。最初は稽古についていくことも大変でした。でもみんなを見返してやりたいという気持ちと、自分のアイデンティティを取り戻したいという気持ちで必死で頑張りました。である程度頑張って帯が上がってきたら自分にも自信が持てるようになってきて、その頃はもう誰からもいじめられなくなってました。である程度強くなってきたらみんなを見返してやりたいっていう気持ちよりも、試合で勝ちたいっていう方に気持ちが変わってきましたね。自尊心を持つことによって人からいじめられなくなると思います。空手の稽古を通して自信をつけていき、自尊心を持ってもらいたいですね。空手修行の中でも最も荒行と言われてるのが100人組手だったんですけど、世界大会前に一回自分の限界に挑戦することによって、さらなる 高みを目指せると、思ったので挑戦しました。最初は順調だったんですけど、50人を超えたぐらいから足がつり出して、60人目を超えたぐらいから急にきつくなってきまして、ちょっと攻撃をもらうだけでも激痛を感じるようになりました。で、受けてる手足も腫れ上がってきて、もう受けるのも辛い感じになってきました。それで70人を超えたぐらいで、今度はもう立ってるのも苦しくなってきて、もう正直このまま死ぬんじゃないかと、思ったぐらいです。まあでも死んでもやりきるっていうことは心に決めてたんですけど、残りはそれ以降はもう全然覚えてないですね。ただもう精神力だけで立ってたような感じですね。であと体がもう勝手に動いたっていう感じだと思います。で100人組手をやり終えた後なんですけど、なんかねすごい無限の自信を手に入れたっていうか、不思議な気持ちになりましたね。日本にいたら本当にいいポジションでお金も名誉もありました。すごい豪華な家も買って最高級の車にも乗ってました。でもそのポジションに甘んじてたら自分がどんどんダメになるっていうふうに思ったんですよね。それで楽な道を進むんじゃなくて、あえてね茨の道を進もうと考えました。それで知り合いもコネもないアメリカを選んで全てを捨ててカバン一つで、やってきました。こっちの生活っていうのはやっぱ楽じゃないんですけど、それだけねやりがいもあるし、今すごく充実してると思います。最初は、カルバーシティにある合気道の道場を週に何回か、借りてやってました。トーランスの方で道場をやってくれないかという要望があったのと、ちょうど協力してくれる人がいたので、2005年にトーランスに、道場を、開くことができました。最初は狭いところを借りてやってたんですけど、だんだん生徒も増えてきて、3年間そこでやって、今はもうちょっと大きいところに移って、やっています。自分自身まだまだ強くなりたいと思ってます。今でも現役と同じような練習はやってます。武道家である以上、昨日の自分には負けたくないんですよね。そしていつでも戦える状態でいないとダメだと思ってるんで、毎日ハードに練習やってます。今は競技で勝つ、練習というよりも本当の強さを追求したような練習をしています。武道家である以上、少しずつでも1ミリずつでも成長していないと武道家を名乗る資格がないと思っています。まだまだこれから少しずつでも上を目指して、練習していくつもりです。空手は 本当に素晴らしいものなので、一人でも多くの人に広めていきたいと思っています。空手の練習を通して、心身を鍛えて自己を形成して、少しでも世の中に貢献できるような人間になってほしいと思います。